Most of us have done it. We've been out with friends, whether it be at dinner or at a bar, and we've been on our phones, along with many of the other people that we're with. Whether it be calling, texting, liking, sharing, tweeting, uploading, or commenting, these are all ways that we're distracted from having a personal interaction. I don't know about you, but sometimes I do feel like this takes away from the whole point of going out with friends, but I am taking part in these activities as well. This really made me think, what are some of the pros and cons of social media, especially Facebook? I learned a lot about these kind of things in my media studies classes, along with some of the research that I did. I found a study done by Nielsen in July of 2012 that stated the insane amount of minutes that people in the United States are on social networking sites. It totaled 121.1 billion minutes. This made me even more curious because that's a whole lot of time spent online. Steve Viner, in February of 2014, wrote an article called Social Media Statistics. This stated that 95% of college students have a Facebook, and that 40% of those students are on Facebook 6 or more times per day. So, there are 24 students in this class, so that means that 23 of us have a Facebook, and about 9 of us are on Facebook or going to go on Facebook soon. We might even have it open in the browser already. I will be talking about the cons of being on Facebook and the pros of being a member of the site. Facebook is one of the largest and most popular social networking sites, yet even though it's popular, it does have several negative qualities to it, including data mining, employer concerns, and possible deception of users. You may think sometimes that your grandma's crazy. She says the internet's a bad thing and they're going to use the information against you, but your grandma's idea may not be that far-fetched. Data mining has become a huge thing for companies nowadays. They take your information and they sell it to advertise their products. Like, have you ever been online shopping and had that pair of shoes in your shopping cart, but you didn't buy it? You go on Facebook, that exact product is going to be placed in your newsfeed most of the time. According to an article, Facebook turns user tracking bug into data mining feature for advertisers by Violet Blue in 2014. It stated that Facebook announced it will begin tracking its users' browser and activities on websites and apps outside of Facebook, which makes sense because a large portion of Facebook's revenue comes from advertising. David Crowler and Shala Sheffi, editors of the 2015 edition of Corporate Social Responsibility in a Digital Age, which stated that, according to BusinessWeek.com, banner advertisements on Facebook are clicked 1/5 more of the number of clicks than the internet as a whole. Another negative of Facebook is it can result in problems at work, or it can create issues for future business opportunities. Future and current employers can see what your Facebook says. And the Huffington Post held a survey, and the article was called The 6 Types of Posts Employers Don't Want to See. The top 6 were inappropriate or provocative photos, information about drinking or drugs, talking bad about a previous employer, poor communication skills, racist, sexist, or any other anti-religious remarks, and lastly, lying. Who would want someone like this at their company that is so open about all of these things? Facebook also creates a sense of distance from personal interactions. It's known that many of our generations have problems with eye contact, and that's because a lot of our interaction is online, or over the computer, or over texting. It's no longer face-to-face, which is one of the biggest parts of communication. Lastly, you don't know exactly who's on the other end of the computer. For example, Catfish, the MTV phenomenon, and people think this is funny, but it's real life. People actually do pretend to be someone they are not. In March 2011, an article titled Facebook Deletes 20,000 Underage Profiles Daily, it reported that Facebook was removing approximately 20,000 profiles offline every day for violations such as spam, underage usage, and graphic content in efforts to boost cybersecurity. Cyberbullying has also become an issue in today's society. People can say or think, "You can't see me, I can say what I want," and they get a lot of courage when they get behind a computer screen. And according to bullyingstatistics.org, over half of the adolescents and teens today have been bullied online, and about that same number have engaged in cyberbullying. Each of these ideas, data mining, employers' concern, and user deception, are possible disadvantages to the site. Now that you've heard the several drawbacks to consider, you might want to hear of some benefits of this well-liked site. With people living busy lives today, multitasking has definitely become a must, and people keep checking social media a top priority. Therefore, getting information out there is a great way to use this site. News travels so fast on social media, and it can help people stay up to date. According to an April 2012 article, Social Media, the New News Source, written by Kirsten Mariano, social media has become one of the top ways to get news. More than 50% have learned about a breaking news story from some sort of social media platform, and almost 28% get all of their news from some sort of social media. This is just below newspapers, but it is constantly gaining more and more users. Facebook has been ranked the highest social media platform to retrieve news from as well. Many people use social media as well to stay connected with family and friends who are not close to them, or sometimes they just don't see on a regular basis. For example, my best friend Sarah moved to California, and I don't see her every day and I don't get to talk to her every day, but I can make sure to stay up to date with her life through my newsfeed. Facebook not only leaves you connected with family and friends, but also businesses, services, or products. Social media has become a large platform for brands to stay connected with their consumers. It's kind of become a new and faster way to get a response from customer service as well. Many people will often follow brands or businesses they like on Facebook because it keeps them up to date on sales, promotions, new products. Sometimes they even get a little special offer for checking in a place, and many other opportunities. Facebook is a great way to stay in touch with people and businesses and gain information that you probably otherwise wouldn't. We now have covered both the cons and the pros of Facebook. And to wrap things up, everything in life is measurable by positives and negatives. You have to choose what outweighs what. There are many more examples to go along with the ones that I've provided today, both positive and negative. You just have to decide what's right for you. Just remember, when you go to post, like, or share something on Facebook, think of who will see it, and how it will affect you. And next time you're out with your friends, wherever it may be, think of the cons and the pros of what social media means to you in that exact moment.